Welcome to Chopstick Travel and welcome to Indonesia. Today we're in the city of Yogyakarta on the island of Java, and we're taking you to one of the many morning markets to sample all kinds of Indonesian street foods. It's going to be a great episode, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go eat. So for our first stop, we're just outside of the market and we've come to try very famous Jogja dessert slash breakfast called lupus. So not the disease, but the dessert. Very popular here in Yogyakarta. We've come. We've come to this very humble stall. She just set up right on the sidewalk here, but has lots of customers. She has lots of different things, but she's famous for her lupus, which is a compressed rice cake sliced and then topped with some shredded coconut, and then the beautiful, beautiful palm syrup that she drizzles all over top, wrapped up in a banana leaf. And you can see the locals just lining up here to get it. This spot here is called Lupus Bu Ratnem. So she's a very, very nice lady, and she just gave me my breakfast here. I can't wait to try. You can see all those little sliced up rice cakes here, and then topped with shredded coconut and that brown syrup, which I believe they call gula jawa here. I'm not exactly sure that's right, but I believe that's what they call it. So I'm gonna go for a try. That looks so good, just completely smothered in the palm sugar. Oh yeah, that's so good. It's so simple but so good. It's just like the equivalent of Canadian maple syrup on pancakes. Here in Java, you've got rice cakes with coconut palm sugar. Honestly, this is better. There's no like processed ingredients, just all natural. Look at how gooey. Basically the coconut, shredded coconut mixes with all of the gula jawa and then just creates this beautiful texture. That is so delicious. Perfect little bites. I like sweets for breakfast, so this is perfect. It's almost got like a mochi chewiness. Right on the side of the street. Motorcycles driving by, bright and early, but tons of customers. Also love how it's served in a banana leaf like this. You know, sometimes I have things I want to try, I get it, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's good, but I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I'm literally gonna have to force myself to not get another one. This is so good. And you gotta wake up early because she finishes probably like 10, 11. She'll stop selling these. There's another very, very famous one here in Jogja called Lupus Mbah Setnem, which was featured on Netflix, but you gotta wait in line for like an hour or more. And you gotta show up at like 5:30 if you want to try that. So just come to this one. It's the same thing. I don't know, maybe it's better. So good. That was so good, like so simple, but yet so delicious. Just really, really good ingredients. She's just set up right here on the side of the street, so I'll leave a Google address for her if you do want to come try out this spot. And one thing that's really cool is the way that she slices the rice cake is she's just got a string that's tied around one of her fingers, and she just uses the string to kind of slice them off individually. And it's just like the perfect amount of coconut and that palm sugar. So let's head into the market and see what else we can find this morning. So we're literally just on our way to the market, about to go in, and we spotted these guys making what they call here bulang baling, but I know it as youtiao. So there's a lot of Chinese influence here in Indonesia, in Jogja as well. So in Chinese it's called youtiao, but here they call bulang baling. I just can't get over that they've got a bakery set up on the sidewalk. There's a road right here and they've got a bakery right here on the sidewalk, frying up some fresh bread. So they kind of slice them into individual pieces and then press them together and then dunk them in the hot oil. I think we're gonna skip this. It's a little bit too greasy for breakfast, but really cool. Just check it out. So we have made it to the market. This is called Pasar Ngasem. This is a very bustling morning market, but what's cool about this market is it's not necessarily just a fresh market. They have tons of ready-to-eat food, a lot of very famous stalls in here, and it's absolutely packed. We're here about 8 a.m. and it is just completely lines at every single stall. Everything looks really good, but we've got a couple things picked out that we're gonna try to go locate. So now I work at the market. I'll be here for probably the rest of my life. I'm selling apam baras, a glutinous rice cake with coconut. Can I flip? Okay. Yeah. I'm still learning. Go for a flip. Nice and crispy. Get them golden brown. I need to work on my technique a lot. Might not be selling these ones, but that's okay. Okay, I give up. I give up. Okay. Thank you. So our next stop in the market is to try a popular Jogja dessert again, but also you can have for breakfast. This one's called apam baras. It's a sort of pancake that's cooked with coconut and rice flour. So he's got them in these little individual sort of pots or little frying pans, and then he's got the batter cooking away over charcoal. And this stall has a line just like every other stall here in the market, so we're really excited to try this one out. I'm always so awkward when the chef asks me to come and try it out for myself because I always suck at it, and I know there's like a line of a bunch of people that are standing there thinking, I want my apam baras, people. I don't want to wait for this foreigner to take his photo shoot. But very friendly locals here in Indonesia. Every time I come to Jogja, it's just like you're met with so many smiles and friendliness. So we've got the final product here. So similar ingredients in terms of rice and coconut as the lupus, but this one's rice flour and coconut inside of the batter. It's basically a pancake. I feel like this already needs the gula jawa that we tried this morning, the palm sugar. But let's try it out and see. Fresh and hot. Oh, yeah. Man, the coconut comes through so well. You can actually see the pieces of coconut inside of there. And I believe it's a slightly fermented rice batter because it's got a little bit of a kind of tanginess. You can taste the smoky charcoal. It's sweet. There's quite a bit of sugar in there, but this is so good. It doesn't need anything else actually. It's good like that. It's moist in the inside. But really what makes it so good is the coconut. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like shredded coconut all throughout the cake. Yum. Oh, I love Indonesian desserts. They're so well done. So smoky. Taste that charcoal. Delicious, delicious. You can tell that this is a fermented rice batter because it forms these little kind of bubbles from the fermentation process of the batter. Look at that beauty. Smoking hot. Yum. Like hotcakes. Perfect. I feel like you gotta eat them when they're right out of the pan. So much better that way. And the coconut's kind of like a little bit crunchy still. Yeah, that's good. Looks so simple, but it's so much more flavorful than it looks. So next up we're trying a sort of drink slash soup. I've never tried this before. We're at a stall called Wadang Sadang Ayu. And they have all the different ingredients that go into the, I don't know what you want to call it, soup, tea, drink, but basically there's so many different ingredients. We've got all these different root vegetables here. This also looks like cinnamon. They've got lemons, they've got tangerines, they've got lemongrass, all of these different colorful jellies, and ginger, of course, basically tons of different things. And then they pour in the hot water, which is cooking over charcoal. And this one is very popular once again. Basically everything in this market is popular, but I've never tried this before. I don't even really know what the name of this dish is, but it looks good. It looks really beautiful the way they present it. Okay, we have our drink, our tea, our soup, whatever you want to call it. So locally it's known as Wadang Sadang. And there's so many different ingredients in there. You can see like the lemongrass sticking out, tons of lemongrass. There's tangerines, as I was saying earlier. There's some jellies. There's a bunch of different roots, ginger, of course. Strained different things in there. It's almost like a little potion, like a concoction. And I'm gonna kind of collapse it here and let everything fall down into the soup. And apparently, the longer you sort of let it sit, the more the flavor is going to change. It's massive cup. The ladies here are extremely friendly, and I'm gonna have to kind of move everything out of the way here. All right, let's give this a try. Oh yeah. Oh, there's so much going on there. So I asked for just a little bit of sugar, which is perfect. There's so many different flavors in there. The ginger is like a little bit spicy. You can feel it right in your throat. You can taste the lemongrass too, and the citrus. But as long as this, I mean, the longer this sits, the more the flavor will sort of infuse. And you can see some of the things floating up to the top. Not sure everything. I see some cloves right here. There's some seeds, a bunch of different root vegetables. I'm pretty sure you can eat these little jellies here. Let's try one of these. Yeah. Oh, it's like spicy. It's like a ginger tea, but like a lemon ginger tea. It's amazing. Oh, I feel like if you were sick, this is exactly what you want to have. If you had a sore throat or something. And I also feel like if it was cold, which it never is here in Jogja, this would be perfect. Oh. Delicious. Mac. Very, very friendly. That is phenomenal flavor. I love it. It's like the perfect balance of ginger, sweet, sour, everything going on in there. It feels like medicinal, but delicious at the same time. You know, I've been traveling for like 10 years now, 40 countries, tens of thousands of different foods or more, and I've never tried something like this, so I'm always so excited when I get to try something totally unique and different. This is just so cool. I love the presentation and the big mug with the lemongrass sticking out. It's like tea on another level. Oh, I love it. It tastes like the cloves, the cinnamon, everything comes through individually. Yum. And you got these little jellies too, which some are green, some are white. So they actually use a combination of rock sugar and a palm sugar in here. And these jellies, what I've been calling jellies, they are jelly texture, but it's actually a palm seed. And yeah, the longer we sit here, the more this steeps, the more of the flavors, especially of the orange and the tangerine, the lime, everything kind of mixes in even more. This much lemongrass in Canada was probably like $10. How much is like one cup? Less than $1. Okay. This in Canada, $10. Just the lemongrass. I feel like it sort of heats your body up. You can feel the ginger kind of warming your whole body, and they've got these little fans on the table so you can cool yourself down. That feels good. Man, you gotta try this. I would come back here every time I come to Jogja from now on. It's so delicious, especially if you had a sore throat or something. So we went back to the same stall that we tried the apam baras earlier because they also sell another similar dessert but a little bit different. It's called karabikang. It is made with a flour and egg and coconut milk. So it's a little bit different because they didn't use the egg in the apam baras, and they also have all these different flavors. I think it's just food coloring, to be honest, except maybe the pandan one is green, but they had like blueberry. So we ordered one of the, I believe, original and pandan, and the way that she scrapes it out of the little frying pan forms this sort of flour texture, they call it. So I guess that's where the name comes from. Karabikang is this kind of flour look that it gets when she pops it out of the pan. The karabikang, and you can see a totally different texture and shape and color than the apam baras. They don't flip this one like they flip the other one, so they only cook it on the bottom side. You can see on the bottom it's like super crispy, and they wait for it to start to kind of get those bubbles forming, and then you get this crazy texture on the top. Look at that. I guess, yeah, it sort of looks like a flower. Let's try it out. I'm gonna try this one. It's pandan, but I don't think it's colored with pandan. I saw her putting food coloring in it, but let's try it. The bottom is like a cracker. It's like really crunchy and hard. And the top is like an undercooked batter. The flavor though, still coconutty. Maybe it's like a little bit heartier from the egg that they put in the batter. But I think I prefer the apam baras. Texture on the bottom's like a crepe. It's got that kind of like almost crunchy, but still like a little bit chewy. And I believe this is the original one. Yellow. You can see the bottom there. And we were lucky because they were just about to sell out. They were taking the last couple orders. Maybe this one does have some flavoring in it actually. I can't put my tongue on it, but it almost tastes like bubble gum. I don't know. I think I prefer the more natural flavor of the apam baras. It's also very good, but yeah, I gotta give it up for the first one we tried. There's a lot of sweets for breakfast, so we gotta go find some savory stuff next and get some rice for mink. I've been to so many markets around the world, and this one has just jumped up into probably top 3 coolest markets I've ever been to. There's so much good food, and every stall is like famous. Every stall has a line. There's some like fresh ingredients, like you can see them preparing right here, but most of it is already like ready to eat stuff, which I love. There's so many good stalls, so we're gonna go try to find something else to try. Another dish that I've never tried, even though this is my 3rd trip to Jogja, is a very popular dish from Jogja. There's so many foods that are famous from Yogyakarta, so it takes many trips to come and taste them all. But this one's called Brongkos. It's a sort of dark stew with beans and tofu and egg, and it's made using a special type of nut called kluwak nuts. So you can see it right here, and honestly, first thing when I'm looking at this, it makes me think of feijoada in Brazil because it's like beans with rice. But you got the tofu, you got the egg, grab a little bit of everything here, and that color, that dark, rich color is coming from the kluwak nut.
Man, I love the city. It's like when you think you've tasted it all, and then you eat something like this, and it just tastes like nothing I've ever tasted before. I don't even know how to describe that. It must be coming from that nut. It's a very earthy flavor, a little bit savory, but like not super salty, and a little bit sweet at the same time. There's definitely some other herbs in there as well, and spices, but some very unique, I guess it's nutty. It is sort of nutty, but it's really like earthy. It's like nothing I've ever tried. It's delicious. And it is like feijoada, really heavy beans and rice. Yum. It's really rich. I love it. These dishes also always surprise me because you look at it, it doesn't look spicy at all because nothing's red, but after you eat it, you start to feel the burn. The burn slowly creeps up on you. It's definitely a little bit spicy. Man, this, again, doesn't look like much. It's just so full of flavor. Really unique flavor too. Man, that is good. Our rice expert gives her verdict. What do you think, Mink? Good?
It's new taste that I never tasted before. And you're right, kind of remind me of feijoada too. It's really good. I never tried beans on rice before. I mean, in Thailand. So, yeah.
Yeah, Mink makes a good point. Actually, usually beans in Asia are going to be in a dessert, red bean paste or something. You don't actually see it served with a lot of savory dishes. And the staff here, everyone's so friendly at this market. It's been incredible. Just brought me over that kluwak nut. So this is where the flavor and the color is coming from. So this is the unopened nut, and then this is the one that's opened. It's like really soft. I don't know if they boiled it first or what, but you can see that that's where all the color here is coming from. It's coming from this nut right here, and flavor. It is a little bit nutty, not like peanut, but it's got like kind of a nutty, earthy flavor. So our next stop is the one right beside the last stop. This spot is called Sate Coyor Ira. They sell satay. They also have a bunch of different things that you can have on rice, but we're gonna try their beef tendon satay and maybe the chicken satay as well. And it's super smoky, super busy, big line. We're working our way through it, moves fast. So besides the satay, they have all kinds of different dishes. Chicken, veggies, eggs, noodles. They've got it all. But we're here for the satay. Apparently it's going to be quite a bit of a wait.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hi. Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada, okay.
Everybody's super, super friendly, all laughing, joking. It's going to be an hour wait for the satay because apparently they're just backed up on orders. They have a constant line here, so we might go find something else to try and then come back for the satay. So when we first entered this morning, we noticed a long line at one of the stalls that was selling another sweet dish. So since we have to wait about an hour for our satay, we decided to come try it. This one's called Janang. It's basically a mix of a bunch of different sweet and savory dishes. I can't tell you what everything is exactly, but we've got a mixture of a couple different things, and I love how it's just served on this banana leaf. And then look at this spoon. That's so cool. I want one of these spoons. And then everything's covered in coconut milk as well. So we've got something with pandan, coconut. One of these is like a jackfruit sweet potato. This one, jackfruit sweet potato. This one was, cannot remember exactly, but something with the palm sugar. And then this is the sago pearls. I've tried this once before. Actually, it might have been the last time I was here in Jogja, but just look at the texture of that. It's so goopy, and that's kind of what this dish is all about, the Janang. Give it a little bit of a mix. Try to get something of everything. Let's try. Oh, you know, it's not really a dessert because some of them are salty. You get kind of a mixture of sweet and savory, and then really coconut melty. Pieces of sweet potato in there. Some of them are like really salty because they're supposed to be mixed with the savory ones. Look at the texture of that. So goopy. A lot of foreigners would not be down for that texture. Maybe kind of reminds you of something, like, you know what I'm saying? A little snotty. Try one of these balls. Rice ball, maybe. It was really good. I think the one I had before was better. Maybe I didn't get the right mixture. But they've got like all the different dishes laid out there. And you just scoop, scoop, scoop right on your banana leaf. The texture is all these like chewy, kind of snotty. Don't get it the wrong way. The flavor is actually really good. You can see a piece of sweet potato in there. Some of the sago pearls. Yeah, but one of those is super salty. I don't know which one, but one of them is way too salty. Very, very interesting. You know, we've been here now for maybe 3 hours. Haven't seen another foreigner. Haven't seen a single foreigner here except for me and Ming. But everybody has been so incredibly friendly. Want to take pictures, want us to try their food, ask where you're from, and you know what? People speak English pretty well here. So that was actually like a 45-minute wait for our satay, and they must be some really good satay because, man, that is quite a wait for just 6 pieces. So this one here is called Sate coyor. It's actually the cartilage or tendon of beef. And then we also have Sate ayam, which is the chicken. But I don't know if you can tell with this one, but it's literally translucent. You can see through it. Like, it's kind of hard to tell maybe on camera, but you can see right through it. The sun goes right through it. And they're burnt to like a crisp. I'm actually a little bit concerned about how burnt they are, but maybe that will be more flavorful. Let's try it out. Whoa. Wow. Okay, not my thing. It's way too fatty. I mean, it's just like cartilage. It melts as soon as it hits your mouth. Sort of like jelly butter, beef jelly butter. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know. Actually, that's not my thing though. I don't love it. And let's try the Sate ayam. See, that's better. No sauce though. Chicken's nice. A little bit dry, but not bad. They're covered in ketchup mayonnaise, sweet soy sauce. This one, maybe you can see the. I'm gonna try to get in the sun over here. Maybe that helps you see. But it is literally translucent because that's just cubes of basically fat. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish that. It's a little bit too fatty. Try one more bite. Not a little bit. It's way too fatty. The people at that satay stall were extremely friendly, and I don't want to say anything bad about them, but I definitely wouldn't wait for 45 minutes or an hour, whatever it was, for the satay. It was just like really burnt on the outside and really kind of chewy, the beef one, and the chicken one was burnt on the outside but a little bit pink on the inside, which is a bit concerning. So we're gonna end today's video with a cup of coffee. We're here in Java. Usually I start my day with coffee. We haven't had one yet, so if I've been a little slow, maybe now you know why. But here in Java, there's so much good coffee, so let's go grab ourselves a nice cafe. So this is the way to get around in Jogja. I don't know what they really call these things, but we're gonna get in. I don't know if they're really designed for big foreigners from Canada, but we're gonna see if Mink can fit in here. Okay, let's go.
It's got some shade though.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Good.
You know, a lot of people when they visit Indonesia, they'll go to Bali, of course, sometimes Lombok, maybe the Flores Islands, but this city, Yogyakarta, it's such a special place. This is my 3rd time here and I still haven't been to Borobudur Temple or Prambanan Temple, which are like the 2 most famous things to do here. I think that's our cafe. Yeah, right here. But what I'm saying is you could just come here over and over and over again. There's so much to do. Thanks, boss.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
So here on the island of Java, obviously there's a lot of great coffee, as I was saying before. So there's all these cool cafes. Like this one's called Mandala Roastery. They roast their own beans here. A really quaint little coffee shop. Perfect thing to do after a morning at the Ngasem market. That market was so cool. Look at this coffee, beautiful. This is called the Mandala Magic. I guess it's a double ristretto shot. God, that's good. That is so good. Just feel it. The caffeine going into my blood. Oh, that's good. Yum. That's why I love Indonesia. Great coffee, great chocolate, great food, friendly people, beautiful nature. This country's amazing. That was a really good coffee. Man, you can just taste the flavor of the coffee beans in there. I love this city, Yogyakarta. I will keep coming back here for years and years to come because there's just so much to try and so much to do here. If you are visiting Indonesia, maybe it's your 2nd time, 3rd time, and you haven't been here, what are you doing? You've got to come to Yogyakarta. So that's it for today's episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.